Caribbean, telling them to exercise extreme caution because of increased military flights. Right now, there are hundreds of U.S. Navy, Marine Corps, and Air Force jets flying among those trying to go on vacation to the islands. Whether the Trump administration actually goes to war with Venezuela is yet to be seen. But the Trump administration...
Oh, I thought we were talking about the carrier group that Trump hastily deployed to protect Little St. James. Gotcha.
wants Venezuela to think we are going to go to war with them. And Democrats have a new message out today for America's troops.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
the Army,
our Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
And know that we have your back.
I know it'll never happen because Democrats are terrible. But after this is all done, there really does need to be a thorough review of every single branch of the federal government to find people who are complicit in engaging in knowingly illegal behavior. Like, go through the subpoena tens of thousands of people's logs, text messages, emails, all the people who said, can we do that? I don't know if we can do that. Well, okay, all those people, your ass is going to Gitmo. We're gonna Abu Ghraib all you motherfuckers. We're stacking that pyramid high. Are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely not. No, what part of we were just following orders isn't legal defense? Did you not understand? We've been over this, man.
Leading the charge, as you saw, are Senators Mark Kelly and Alyssa Slotkin, who evidently feel so strongly about this, they put out a video, but are unwilling to come on TV and discuss it tonight. We called, asked twice. And
yeah, they didn't want to go on News Nation. No surprise there. Anyway, that's so this is an obviously correct sentiment. The desire to essentially say, like, don't follow illegal orders, pretty straightforward, right? Surely everyone reacted normally to this, etc., etc. Well, here's Trump on Truth Social. This is really bad and dangerous to our country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors, lock them up? President DJT. And then, as a follow-up, just out there in the void, seditious behavior punishable by death. So that's cool. So, you know, the unambiguous text here being that a call to disobey illegal orders is, yeah. I mean, yeah. Trump's Fed posting, are you going to ban him? If one of you guys can find his VGG account, okay? I'll do it right away. I'll do it right away. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, man. Pretty fucking crazy. I don't know. Look, obviously, he's not actually going to follow through on this. Trump is basically a lame duck president at this point. He might have a couple of last gasps of action, some more crimes he wants to commit, and he'll do plenty of damage on the way out. But, you know, he doesn't have anywhere near the power he'd need to just unilaterally execute or even have arrested these people. It's just not happening. I know, Masaigu, I saw when you last linked it. Thank you. You people are really posting the links today, by the way. Like, you're really, I just have to say, and this is, I'm sort of saying this with a, what would they call it? A pregnant tone, okay? It's infused with something, all right? I'm gestating for 9 months a tone, okay? And the tone is, thank you for the links. That's enough now. It's a lot. You've just been sending a lot of links. That's all I'm saying, okay? You get me? Do you understand? Suspiciously antagonistic towards people sending any more links. Shaped bulge in my tummy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's pretty bad. A press release was issued from the office of Alyssa Slotkin on behalf of the people who made the video. We are veterans and national security professionals who love this country and swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. That oath lasts a lifetime, and we intend to keep it. No threat, intimidation, or call for violence will deter us from that sacred obligation. What's most telling is that the president considers it punishable by death for us to restate the law. Our service members should know that we have their backs as they fulfill the oath to the Constitution that they took, an obligation to follow only lawful orders. It is not only the right thing to do, but also our duty. This isn't about any one of us. It's not about politics. God, I hate this sentiment. I hate this sentiment so fucking much. Yes, it's obviously political when the president calls for the death of people who are saying that you shouldn't follow his illegal orders. Why would you? This is about who we are as Americans. Every American must unite and condemn the president's calls for our murder and political violence. This is a time for moral clarity. They will never, ever, 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 ever win the day as long as they keep talking like this, man. In these moments, fear is contagious, but so is courage. We will continue to lead and will not be intimidated. Don't give up the ship. Yay! Yeah, I really do hate, I really do hate that sentiment. I mean, I'm glad they're not backing down on the issue, but I didn't really expect them to. Nobody takes Trump seriously. He's incredibly unserious. Yeah, oh, like, thank you for linking this and this alone. Carolyn Levitt's statements responding to this, because as it turns out, there is a little bit of a media frenzy over Trump's early morning Fed posting.
And this morning, President Trump accused 6 Democratic lawmakers of seditious behavior punishable by death. Just to be clear, does the president want to execute members of Congress?
No. Let's be clear about what the president is responding to, because many in this room want to talk about the president's response, but not what brought the president to responding in this way. You have sitting members of the United States Congress who conspired together to orchestrate a video message to members.
Dude, the way she's trying to make this sound scary. What's that image of the guy with like the tiny little pit bull between his legs? He trying to make that motherfucker look tough so bad. These members of Congress conspired together to orchestrate this video clip
of the United States military to active duty service members, to members of the national security apparatus, encouraging them to defy the president's lawful orders.
I don't think they used the word lawful in there. It's so funny that she has to backtrack on this. You know, she was irritated when she saw the post from Trump, and she was like, God damn it, I'm going to be asked about this. Because Carolyn Levitt is at her best when she's openly vice signaling, right? When she's being awful and lying gleefully, but she can't actually say, yes, the president wants to execute members of Congress. Yeah, she's much, much, much better on the attack than she is on the defense, for sure, you know? Because if she said that, they'd be in fucking trouble. You know, she's the press secretary. She speaks for the White House. So, it would be the difference between Trump shit posting on Truth Social and like an official message from the White House. That's her job. So if that was the official message from the White House, it would prompt a response.
Sanctity of our military rests on the chain of command. And if that chain of command is broken, it can lead to people getting killed. It can lead to chaos. And that's what these members of Congress who swore an oath to abide by the Constitution are essentially encouraging. We have 1.3 active duty service members in this country. And if they hear
she's so nervous.
This radical message from sitting members of Congress, that could inspire chaos, and it could incite violence, and it certainly could disrupt the chain of command. These 3 members of Congress, I will also add, knew exactly what they were doing. You look at Alyssa Slotkin. She's a former member of the CIA. Mark Kelly was a captain in the U.S. Navy. Maggie Goodlander was a naval officer, and notably, she is also the wife of Joe Biden's national security former advisor, Jake Sullivan. And so these members knew what they were doing. They were leading into their credentials as former members of our military, as veterans, as former members of the national security apparatus to signal to people serving under this commander-in-chief, Donald Trump, that you can defy him and you can betray your oath of office. That is a very, very dangerous message.
It comes across, there are so many things here that come across badly for her. For one, the fact that this all only works if you believe her when she says that the message called for the defiance of lawful orders, which obviously not. Second, she's clearly nervous. She's misspeaking more than she normally does. And third, look at how much time she's dedicating to this response. If this was something that she felt she could easily write off, she would have written it off. She would have said, fake news media, Trump never said that, moving on. It's just, thank you, Trump, For your, you know, your belligerence and thin skin, you keep making things harder for your administration.
And it perhaps is punishable by law. I'm not a lawyer. I'll leave that to the Department of Justice and the Department of War to decide.
But the president has
Chris,
frequently, but Caroline, can I just follow up? The president and the vice president, for that matter, have accused the other side of encouraging political violence. Isn't that exactly what the president is doing when he says that members of Congress should be killed?
Why aren't you talking about what these members of Congress are doing to encourage and incite violence? They are literally saying to 1.3 million active duty service members not to defy the chain of command, not to follow lawful.
Not to defy the chain of command. The good question for one of these journalists would be, do you agree that soldiers should not follow unlawful orders, right? Illegally, they're required not to. Soldiers should not follow unlawful orders. It is their job to not follow unlawful orders. So I wonder if she would double down and she would say, yes, they should. What she would probably do is divert, right? She would say, well, Trump would never issue an unlawful order. But then you have to hold her to it. You have to say, like, okay, so what if a court found Trump's orders to be unlawful, as they have many times? What if the court found his orders to be unlawful, as has happened multiple times since this administration began? Would you advocate soldiers follow those orders regardless?
Orders.
Actually,
every single.
You can refuse an illegal order, which
But
is
they're suggesting, Nancy, that the president has given illegal orders, which he has not. Every single order.
Pre-watched. Yeah. Somebody brings up the unlawful order thing, that's her response.
That is given to this United States military by this commander-in-chief and through this chain of command, through the Secretary of War, is lawful. And the courts have proven that. This administration has an unparalleled record at the Supreme Court because we are following the laws. We don't defy court orders. We do things by the books. And to suggest and encourage that active duty service members defy the chain of command is a very dangerous thing for sitting members of Congress to do. And they should be held accountable. And that's what the president wants to see.
I mean, the big like, how would you put it? The big double-edged sword of this rhetoric as well is that Carolyn Levitt can say this all she wants, you know? Oh, this is terrible of them. Oh, the court should decide, blah, blah, blah. But nothing's going to happen. It makes the Trump administration look really, really, really weak when every time they decide to like play up how bad the Democrats have been, nothing ever comes from it. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I ate a whole Chipotle burrito last night, like I said earlier, and it's still. I feel like siege is being laid to my whole body. It's. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have. Oh. Peepo fat. Oh, you know it. Oh, you know it. Yeah, it's like fucking wet cement being poured down my throat. Swastika officially no longer a hate symbol. Wow, that's crazy. That would be even more shocking if I hadn't already gotten that exact link like 7 times since the stream started. I really appreciate you keeping me informed. We can only, again, like, as a temporal being, I can only move forward in time, and I can only really talk about one thing at a time. So we have to kind of, so we just finished this thing, you know, then we have to move to other things. You get it? Like, we have to, it's a sequential process. I can't actually, like, simultaneously do everything. You're welcome. Yeah, grumble, grumble, grumble. The arrived Hussars, that's not a relevant link. We all know you're precogged. Yep. Unfortunately, those posts from Trump are quite recent, so we haven't gotten the opportunity to get a full fucking media rundown on how they feel about it. Not that we can't really predict. Also, right now, all of the brain cells of mainstream media are being dedicated to covering Dick Cheney's fucking funeral. So, you know, that's all great. Good riddance. Yep. And, of course, a bunch of Democrats were there, and everyone was nice to him. It was great, you know? Love my uniparty. My uniparty in which Trump is an exception, and once he's gone, everyone can go back to being nice to each other again. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yep. Yep.